Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. It's so good to be here with the Atlantic Canadian Aerospace Defence Association at the Maritime Arctic Safety and Security 2025 conference. Thanks to our good friends at the Ship Stop Here initiative, bringing this entire conversation to life. This is the gateway to the Arctic. So many great conversations happening. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Good morning or good afternoon, depending on when you see it. My name is Florian Villaume and I'm the CEO of techNL. We are the Technology Association of Newfoundland and Labrador, and we are here to accelerate the growth of the tech sector here.
techNL growing year over year. Talk to me about the good things that are happening there now.
Well, the tech sector right now represents 1.8 billion of contribution to the local economy and has constantly grown over the years. We just finished a major project, upskilling and training project of $32 million to train and build a pipeline of talents for the tech sector and beyond. And we opened last year an innovation center to foster collaboration and develop more technology.
Talk to me about that collaboration center. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so really the idea is to help companies from different sectors to innovate together and develop technology. So it's called Co-Innovation Center. There is a space for office collaboration, but there is also a light industrial space. So it's great for research and development projects. We have a lot of programming in that space. It's led by the president of COIC. It's a separate entity from becoming a separate entity of techNL, but we are one of the proponents and very excited to see it go.
In this sector here now, in the marine sector, in the defense sector, talk to me about what you're seeing here from your lens.
Yeah, so there is a strong defense tech sector in the province that has been in existence for years. We have great companies that are already providing support to the defense sector. So, for example, we have Genoa Design, we have Kraken, Avalon Holographic, Cola, Virtual Marine, GRI. Like, there are tons of companies that are very active, and we have also other companies that are not really active because they are operating in another sector, but they can operate in the defense sector. And for us, we see a great opportunity to leverage the upcoming spending in the defense sector to have more of those companies. I mean, the other piece is that we have a strong research and development, like infrastructure. There's MUN, there's CNA, there's launch, there's COIC, there's an NRC facility, and strong organization to support all this ecosystem like ACADA, techNL, COIC, and more.
You got a lot of the players have come together, whether it's in government, the industry largely, academia, they're all sort of in a conversation together. That must be fascinating for you from one sector. And I would argue that even tech is not a sector, it's almost a language that penetrates all sectors. It must be exciting for you to see all these pieces coming together.
Yeah, technology is everywhere in all sectors, and more we leverage technology, more the sectors can grow. So we have seen opportunities in energy and actively working on connecting tech companies to opportunities in the energy sector. We are branching out in mining and defense. And what's very interesting and exciting is that it's the limits of growth, it's unlimited. So we can grow all this technology sector by connecting to so many industries, and that's very exciting because sky is the limits of how we can help those sectors and grow the tech sector here.
I think I'd be remiss if I didn't sort of get your thoughts on AI. Talk to me about AI and where we're going there.
I mean, AI, it's a transformational opportunity. It's like at one point we had the internet, that was a transformational one. We have the iPhone. Now AI is another technology that's going to accelerate the growth of the sector, but also all sectors, since everything is connected. And I think we have to leverage AI. And
what would your advice be to companies what would your advice be as they approach AI? Some are approaching it apprehensively, some are all in. What would your advice be?
I would say be curious. It depends on where you are. Some companies are leading the way. Yesterday we had an announcement of Colab, who's announcing a Review AI, which is an assistant for engineers to develop product, and it's a game changer, and they are way ahead of the curve. Spellbook is another one for lawyers. And those companies are way in advance, and they really see the value added and found the application. But to find the application, you need to be curious about how can I leverage this technology for my specific business.
Right.
So there's an element of curiosity. I think there's an element of training too, understanding the scope of opportunities to allow you to identify those opportunities. But really, I think it's curiosity and skills with a strong workforce on AI as well from MUN and Keene College and CNA. So I think this curiosity for me is very important. And also looking at other examples of companies, how they leverage AI, because they can find inspirations there.
Ship Stop Here initiative to sort of plant a flag and say Newfoundland and Labrador is uniquely positioned here. We are in a geographical place that gives us strategic advantage. Talk to me about your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, like any initiative that showcase that we are already doing marine and technology, we are already doing like defense and technology is essential and useful. For sure, we are on the extreme part of Canada. Not everybody knows what's going on. We know we had the largest exit of a tech company in the history. We have more billion-dollar companies coming up. More initiatives like that promote what's possible and what we are doing. Like defense sector, we've been doing that for years and years.
Yeah.
Kraken has been in operation for years and years. General design, shipbuilding, virtual marine, 20 years. Right? So it's very important that we raise a voice about what we can do and what we are willing to do, especially in the context where there will be more spending in the defense sector.
And your final thoughts on, especially with what's going on right now with the defense spending globally, I would argue, certainly across the NATO nations. How do you find ACADA uniquely positioned in all of that?
Yeah, I mean, what's very interesting about ACADA is that they have an Atlantic land, so they are a strong role to connect the different companies and organizations to leverage that opportunity in defense. And I think they're doing a great conference.
Yeah.
They're doing exactly that. And on top of it, it's happening in St. John's, so it's symbolic that there's something here, and we're very excited to see how they're going to continue to doing that.
An absolute pleasure to have your perspective on things, and certainly appreciate the leadership you're providing to the technology sector in Newfoundland and Labrador. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and great to have you.